who's going to talk about healthcare and culture, and from the National Youth Council of Ireland.
An Cathaoirleach agus committee members. My name is Owen Halvey, I'm 17 years of age and I'm from Limerick. I'm currently the chairperson for the National Venture Representatives of Scouting Ireland, one of the largest youth organisations in Ireland. And I'm honoured to have the opportunity to speak here today on a topic that in recent times has become a conversation on most people's lips. The topic of the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland unifying on a political sense. A topic that is surrounded with many questions. From healthcare to a new national flag, these questions they're very lengthy and there's a lot of them. In this speech, I would like to cover the cultural benefits and issues in a possible unification, the problem of how to deal with the different healthcare services, and an all-island approach to climate change. Irish writer Frank McCourt once said, "Ireland, once you live there, you're seduced by it." From the north to the south of our island, there's so much on offer, from our natural beauty, our ancient sports, and our culture of traditional music and dance. These cultures are celebrated worldwide, but all originate from the one little island in the Atlantic. While on the political side we are divided, from Mallinhead to Mizenhead lies a country of beauty and nature. This shows that despite political situations in the past, our island will always be famous for its beauty. From the cliffs of Moher and Clare to the Giant's Causeway in Antrim, we've taken advantage of our beauty and made the island as a whole a brilliant tourist destination. And I feel that we should keep this up, as the beauty of our island should be seen by people from all around the world. In addition to this beauty, our island shares historical cultures. Hurling and football is a major tradition in every county across our island, and these sports are already united under the one organisation of the GAA. Well, in the 20th century, playing hurling and football was seen as showing your religious and political views. It has developed into celebrating the culture of not only the Republic of Ireland, but the island as a whole. When you look at Ireland's history in rugby, we are currently ranked the #1 country in the world, not as the Republic of Ireland, but as simply Ireland, with people from the north and the south together to represent our island. They may sing different national anthems, but together they play with pride and passion, leaving everything on the pitch for their country. The preservation of our rich culture is one that must be taken into account when discussing the possibility of unifying in any form. This is due to the many social and economical benefits it creates for our country, from the spirit of community during an inter-county championship to the people travelling from all over the world to attend the World Championships in Irish dancing, contributing enormously to the hospitality industry. While there are many cultural similarities, there's also many differences. The head of state is different, with the Republic's head of state being our president, Michael D. Higgins, and the North's being King Charles III. This is a major cultural issue that surrounds unification. When discussing it, a dual head of state may be a solution as an option for the people in the North, as the idea of Britishness always has to link with the idea of Irishness. Another issue surrounds the 12th of July parades. Traditionally, these were riddled with sectarian conflict, but nowadays are family-orientated, with children off school and a time to relax. However, a proportion of people in the North still use this as a time of violence. My sister, who lives in the North, returns home every 12th, like some Catholics, due to the history surrounding this day. However, if Ireland is to unify, this day should still be celebrated as part of Protestant culture. While it's not as big as St. Patrick's Day, they are very similar with parades, music and festivities. Socially, the youth of Ireland has developed into respecting other areas' traditions. And although most young people today are brought up with the ideology of a united Ireland instilled into their mind, respect would still be shown to everyone's culture. A survey conducted in 2019 revealed that 56% of people in the North would be opposed to a united Ireland due to the healthcare system possibly changing. In Northern Ireland, medical visits are provided by the NHS free of charge, when in the Republic a GP visit costs €60. This is a major issue that must be carefully considered when discussing a united Ireland. Whether it means temporary healthcare to the people of the North during the transition or a complete overhaul of our healthcare system, both require perfect economical planning to pull off. And even if our countries don't reunite in my lifetime, I feel that we should be still unified on certain aspects of healthcare, such as cancer treatment and research, stroke services, transplant services and even mental health services, as these issues could benefit the entire island if an all-island approach is taken instead of an all-Ireland approach. On the topic of an all-island approach, a non-negotiable feature of United Ireland must be the battle against climate change. Climate change is a problem that has been around for many years and is a problem that may not affect the current generation, but will definitely affect our future generations across Ireland and the world. Our target of zero net emissions by 2050, thankfully, is shared across our island, and Northern Ireland also hope to have 80% of the power in their country to be renewable. Both countries together must make big steps for our future. If unification is to happen, We need to build on the peace treaty of the Good Friday Agreement and ensure that the idea of unification is one decided by the people for the people. An all-Ireland referendum will be required and not a decision made by a government alone. Under no circumstances can our peace be jeopardised.
Thank you.